Okay, and we are back with Resident Evil HD Remake, and my chair keeps spinning. Okay, and last time we picked up, we actually just got to the residence. So what we're going to do is dump off a bunch of stuff that we don't need right now. Which would be crank. We actually don't need the... we're gonna put the yeah, we're gonna put the shotgun back for right now. Is there anything in here that we do need to take with us though? Yeah, we're gonna fill up the fuel canteen since we have it right now. There's plenty of kerosene left. Yes, we want to refill. Okay. Oh, there's the door. Alright, so you see, they'll show there's a kind of a hole in the floor, and what we want to do is push this box over here so that we can cover up this hole. No, come on, Jill. Push the box. Okay. We want to cover up this hole. If we don't cover up this hole, crazy vines come out and try to strangle you. So we have one locked door, one unlocked door. We'll come into here for now. We don't actually really need to be in here right now. This room gives us an answer to a puzzle, and we have a spider right above our heads. Down, spider. Down. Come on. Die. There we go. Flips on its back, and it's dead. No, I don't want to examine the gun. I want to combine it. There we go. So we come over here. There's really nothing to look at except we have this lamp. It's a red oil lamp that's not lit. But we do have our lighter with us, so we'll light that up. And we see a strange silhouette hovers in the reddish light. Could it have some kind of meaning? And it looks like just an eyeball. So we'll come this way. This is like the rec room of the residence. So I guess like the rest of the staff, like the non-essential staff, was living here maybe. Maybe this is where the scientists hung out. We're gonna light up this other lamp here. And this looks like an eyeball with like some eyelashes, I guess. We're gonna look at the pool table. And there's a 3 red, a 5 yellow, or a 5 orange, and a 6 green. 3, 5, and 6. Doesn't seem to be in any significant order, which it's not anymore. It used to be. There's a spider here. I don't really need to do anything with it. I've never actually had it come down and attack me, so we'll kind of just let it be. We'll pick up those shotgun shells, though. And there's one more lamp here. We'll light up the green lamp. So, and this is like an eyeball with eyelashes without a pupil. We do have a first aid box and a red book. Alrighty. Dead spider. Time to explore. Okay, so we push the box here. Now we're going to climb over it because there's a giant hole down there that we won't be able to get past. And we'll probably get attacked by more vines if we do try to get past. So, climbing it is. Really big freaking moths in this game. More lovely open windows. Newspapers lie scattered about. They all seem to contain articles about stars. Someone's been watching us. So this door in front of us here is locked. Door plate reads gallery. We got something shining down here. And it's a map of the residence. Yes, we will take it. So see, there's actually a lot of unlocked doors, but just as many locked doors. So, got the map of the residence. There's a hole in the wall here. Yes, there is. Alright. The shit? It was really quiet, but you can hear Barry and Wesker talking. Maybe just Barry. Maybe he was on a phone or a radio. Who knows? Barry's acting suspicious.
Jill.
Barry, I heard someone talking.
Oh, heard. I think age is starting to take its toll.
So he's just gonna play this off as being some old dude?
Talking to yourself? You alright?
Sure.
What's gotten into you?
I'm getting worried, aren't I? But don't worry. I guess this creepy mansion's got to my nerves. Anyway, I'll go outside and get some fresh air for a change.
Yeah, let's go back outside with all the zombie dogs.
Don't worry. I'm just going to get some fresh air. I'm lucky I'll get to waste some monsters along the way.
Go outside where all the other monsters are. Sounds like a great plan. Alright, Plant 42 report. 4 days have passed since the accident. The plant at point 42 is growing at an amazing rate. Although there are many unknown aspects about this plant, we know that in comparison with the other group of plants, the T-virus has had a substantially stronger effect on this one. The T-virus has drastically morphed its host anatomy as well as its size. Looking at its current state, it's difficult to imagine its original appearance. Nowhere on Earth will you find anything like it. We've also found that Plant 42 has two main sources of acquiring its necessary nutrients. One source is through its root. Somehow it has rooted itself down into the basement. Immediately after the accident, a scientist went mad and destroyed the aqua ring. Ever since, the basement has been like a pool. There is a high possibility that it's one of the chemicals in the water that's promoting the Plant 42's rapid growth. However, we have yet to determine the specific chemical. A bulb-like body of the Plant 42 has been sighted hanging from the ceiling of the first floor. We are sure that it has used the air ducts to reach the first floor. Numerous long tentacle-like vines are protruding from the bulb. We believe the vines are the second means of acquiring its nutrients. When the Plant 42 senses prey, it uses the tentacle-like vines to capture its prey. After doing so, suckers on the vine drain the prey of its blood. Vampiric plants! Yay! We've also noticed that it has some intelligence. When it captures its prey or when it's inactive, the vines twine around the door to stop possible intruders. Unfortunately, for several of our scientists have already fallen victim to this Plant 42. When we heard the stories from the survivors, they all observed one thing in common. When the uniform petal-like flaps open and reveal its vital internals, it has a tendency to become more aggressive. One witness reported that it was as if it was trying to protect itself. Why it behaves the way it does is still unknown. Now, this is right after the accident. It's May 21st. Harry Sarton. It's quite a detailed report, actually. Can you say boss battle? Oh, looks like someone vomited blood on the newspapers. That's nice. Okay, we can move these. Oh, look. There's a staircase. We'll go into the bathroom. Bathrooms have turned out well for us so far, right? Is that a bang from us, or was that a bang from... things moving in my apartment? Ah, that was a bang from there. Ah, no! 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 Why would you turn around, Jill? That was not the direction I told you to go in. Alrighty then. So apparently that bang was from the game. Okay, we found a residence key. We'll examine it. It has the room number 1. So we're actually gonna ignore the staircase for right now because we don't have what we need to go down there. Alright. Yeah, so we're gonna go... Ooh, lovely bloody handprint there. And a bloody lab coat. Shirt is soaked in blood. Yay! Stop spinning, chair. Where did that zombie even come from? What the hell? So we're gonna go back to that safe room. We've got some stuff we need to drop off, and it's right across from number 1, the room we just got the key for. So, pretty sure what we need is actually gonna be in that room. So I don't want to go all the way down into the basement lab without... I think there's a key that we need. Alright, so let's pop in here. Alright, we can put this away for now. Shotgun shells, first aid stuff. We'll keep the book and the key on us for now. Love that music. Freaky as hell. Alright. You unlocked it. There's no reuser. Let's discard every single key. Nobody's gonna need these keys anymore, and it's better if all the doors are unlocked. Whoa. It's just disturbing. Just disturbing. Alright. We got some bullets. That's a good... Oh, a lot of... Oh my goodness, a lot of bullets. Self-defense gun. Suicide note. June 22nd, so... Actually, this is really recent because I think this game's taking place at the end of June or the beginning of July. I had to do it. We ran from those things, helping each other to survive, but Robert started to show the symptoms. I had to do it. Those damn things are pure evil. There was no other way. He would have done the same if it were the other way around. After I put him out of his misery, I had to just leave him in the bathroom. Now I'm probably the last one. How could this happen? I'll never forgive myself for being part of this project. Eventually I'll get what's coming to me, though. There's no way to escape from this nut house. It's just a matter of time now. Everything is set. All I need is a little courage to get it done. Knowing that I'll leave many things undone is regret beyond words. But this is better than just waiting to turn into one of them. Please understand and at least let me end my life as a person. There's a message on the back. Linda, please forgive me. See, clearly he did not do enough research as a scientist here at the lab, because otherwise he would have known to just shoot himself in the head rather than hanging, because it's pretty obvious this guy is zombified right now. So let's go check out his buddy in the bathroom. Sounds promising. And there he is. Oh! Yep, and that was the sound of his noose breaking. Yes, we will pull the plug. Why are all of these tubs full of water? Control room key. Yep, hello. Oh. No, get off, get off, get off, get off, get off. Teasered. You just be dead now? You can be dead now, right? You can be dead now. Okay. Oh, now we get to go fight the other zombie that just dropped from the noose. Because if we leave him, he will start walking around the residence. Where did he go? Where did he go? There he is. Man. That was my last taser. Alright. I don't know what the self-defense gun actually does. I've never equipped it. I think we want to have as much inventory space as we can going into the basement lab, so I'm gonna clear out some stuff. It's the only, like, the most tedious part of this game is your inventory control. So I'm actually very curious as to how speedrunners do it, with just what type of items they decide not to pick up. And at what points they actually do pick up items. Climbing over boxes. So thankfully all of these zombies that we've been killing are pretty much contained into the rooms that they are in, and we don't actually have to go back into those rooms afterwards. So we don't have to worry about crimson heads in this part of the game. It's locked, right? I want the other door. So at this point of the game, it's actually... if you leave those guys, as I said, they're going to start traveling through the residence because zombies know how to open doors in this game. Rather frightening, actually. And so it's very close quarters as well. It's very hard to avoid... Why is this place steaming? It's very hard to avoid them. So it's actually better off just killing them. Okay, so we have a box here and a door. This door is going to be locked from the other side. We have another box. We have 3 boxes. What we actually want to do is move the one that's closest. Because there's this, like, pit here that's filled with water right now. And we want to create a bridge of these boxes so that we can get across. I don't know how they normally get across this part. I guess maybe they just go through that door and just never cross to this side. Seems like an efficient design in this lab. Is there anything in these boxes? They're just giant wooden crates, just kind of sitting in the hallway. Right. And now we can go across. We don't need... Oh, actually, we're at caution right now, so let's pick that up. We'll use it, go back to fine. Oh, and look, we're in water. Yay! Because some damn fool broke the aqua ring. Alright. Waist deep water in a zombie apocalypse. Sounds great. Oh look, something's haunting us in the water. What's haunting us? Oh, it's a giant shark. Oh, 2 giant sharks. Not just regular sharks, zombie sharks. Going on to the inner side, it's faster, and the zombie sharks don't attack you as often. We want to come up into this room. And we use the control room key, which is why we went to that other room and fought those other zombies. The warning lamp indicates that there is an emergency. Really? Could it be the fact that this place is flooded? Okay, we're gonna come over to the desk first and grab the map for the Aqua Ring. Because we like collecting maps. So actually, there's one door we came through, there's another door that's unlocked, and then one door that is locked, and a couple of ladders. We don't actually need that. Come down here. Almost expect something to swim by. The door is held tightly shut by the pressure of the water. So basically what we need to do is figure out a way to drain the water. So, pressure shelter. The controls for the main system, everything seems to be in proper working order. An error message is being displayed. Something appears to have gone wrong while the water was being drained. There's a switch to drain the water. Press it. Yes!
Emergency. Unknown source of pressure detected.
Why does the computer have an accent?
Maximum safety.
Pressure shelter is locked. Release the safety. Yes. Come over here. Bring the shutters down. Oil pressure lost. Shelter operation terminated. Restore oil pressure and then release the safety.
Reaching 30% of pressure threshold.
Ugh. Oh, we want to pick number 3. Ah, no. I thought it was number 3. Nope. Press which one? Number 2. What in the crap is happening? Alright, apparently it was number 1.
50% of pressure threshold.
Alright.
Activate emergency drainage system immediately.
Now apparently this gets turned back on, so we have to release this again so that we can come back over here and put the shutters back down. And this time they actually go all the way down. Alright, and now we can actually drain the water. If you don't do this in time, it actually doesn't take that long to go critical. If you don't do this in time, the sharks break through the water or through the windows and they eat you. Nom nom nom. Alright, so now that we've successfully drained the water, we can go through the door that was being trapped by water. Everything's nice and wet. Okay, we've got some grenade rounds here. Materials are labeled dynamite. They're soaked beyond use. Why does this lab have just random barrels of dynamite? Okay. I gotta say, this is one of the best of the upgraded graphics, this section. Normally it was just like this round hallway with the sharks. That's pretty much it. And they added all of this really awesome stuff. Alright. So that shark was still alive. The shark looks really beat up. dick. I wanted that shiny thing. Eh. Okay, we're gonna push that into the water, because that sounds like a good idea. And then we're gonna pull on the generator. And electrocute the shit out of the giant shark. But thankfully, that short circuits the generator so that the water is no longer electrified so that we can actually jump back down inside it. A very elaborate way to get this shiny bit that we need. Let me get through the shark! There we go. And now we have the key. Now we have the residence key that we need to open that door. Seriously, the way that keys are kept in this place drives me crazy. I mean, it's a fun mechanic of the game, but it's one of those suspensions of disbelief that it's just like, why? Why? I'm like, I can accept zombies and bioweapons and giant mutant sharks that want to eat me, but the fact that the keys are just everywhere, that's the part that's hard for me to believe. Okay, so we'll go down this other hallway that we didn't go before. Alright. Ooh, Magnum rounds. Magnum rounds are awesome. Okay. We got a ladder to go up. Everything is sparking and everything is wet, and how, like, I'm so shocked she's not gonna end up electrocuting herself here. So we unlocked the door that was originally unlocked from the other side. And look, it's just a bottomless pit. Like, where did those boxes go? Oh man, so we're gonna go back up to the residence now that we have the key that we needed. There's a ladder here, climb up. Yes. Ah, come on, camera. I love that the handprint even shows up during the load screen. Oh yeah, by the way, something that I never actually mentioned. When Resident Evil 1 first launched on the PlayStation, they didn't really want to have load screens. So instead of actually having like a screen that said loading like most games did, they did this whole tension suspense thing by showing you an animation of a door opening. And what that was actually doing was hiding all of the, oh my god, bees! Hiding all of the loading behind that little animation, so you never really saw that the game was loading. Insecticide spray. Ah! Bees. Giant bees the size of your head. They're not worth fighting. Just get the hell out. Okay, so what we're doing, we just picked up insecticide from a guy that managed to die from a bee sting and somehow did not come back as a zombie. Yeah, I don't understand that one. Okay, so we have this hole in the wall and you can see a giant beehive and all these bees are coming out of it. And what we want to do is spray the insecticide into there to kill the bees on the other side. Ah, but there's still bees that came through with stupid bees. Of all the things to fight in a zombie game, bees. I think we managed to actually successfully kill all the ones on the other side. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. He's all like swollen up. Bee stings. He has a bee sting, a giant bee sting coming out of the top of his head. Alright. Now we have another key. This one actually kind of makes sense. It was just a key sitting on top of a desk. That that works for me. Examine. Okay. Number 3. So we have a room here that now we can unlock. There's no further use for this key. Just throw it on the ground. It's all good. You don't need it anymore. Everybody else here is dead. Ooh, shiny. Ink ribbons, no. Not worth having, although there is a typewriter there. And there, yes, we will take the white book. Organic Chemistry Lab Experiment. Similarities in the cellular characteristics of the rapidly growing plant infected by the tyrant virus have been reported in previous papers. That would be the plant 42. However, while repeating these experiments, an interesting new fact became clear. We learned that a chemical in the UMB family, UMB number 20, contains a compound that is toxic to the cells of the plant. We have given UMB number 20 a new name, V-Jolt. If calculations prove correct, when V-Jolt is applied directly to the root of the plant, the entire plant should be dead within 5 seconds. The V-Jolt can be made by simply mixing the VP and UMB chemicals in a specific ratio. However, extra care must be taken when handling these UMB chemicals. They have been known to generate toxic gases if mishandled. Characteristics of each UMB chemicals are as followed. Number 3 is red, 6 is yellow, 7 is green, 10 is orange, 17 is blue, and V-Jolt is dark brown. So, that it's actually really interesting, is a formula to make something to kill the roots of the plant, and we found out in the Plant 42 report that the roots are down at the aqua ring. And if we make this chemical and put it on the roots, we can actually avoid a boss battle. Alright, we got a defense dagger, which is actually good because I don't think we have any defense weapons right now because we used them on our taser. No, I don't want that. I want to open the door. So there's another room over here that has a keypad that is locked for, and we're going to use that. We're going to light that up. Now this is green. Green was 6. Orange was 3. Red was 5. Nope. Orange was 5. Red was 3. Now there aren't really quite, I mean, that looked like yellow and pink, purple, but I mean, you can pretty much assume. You don't actually really have to go by the symbols. Okay. Do we have enough? Yeah, we have enough inventory space for this. So, empty bottle. We want to pick up 4 empty bottles to be able to make this. Okay, and over here, scratched onto the wall, is a formula. There's something written on the wall. 1 plus 3 equals 4, 4 plus 6 equals 10, 1 plus 6 equals 7, 10 plus 7 equals 17, 17 plus 3 equals 20. 1 is water. I don't remember, this is something passed down from the original game. I don't remember how you actually originally found that out. Yellow, 6. So we have 1 and 6 and 3. 1, 6, and 3. So what we want to do is combine the water with the 3 to make 4, and combine the 4 with the 6 to make 10, and then we needed more 6, more water, Combine the water with the 6 to make 7. 10 and the 7 to make 17. And then get one more 3. To make 20. Yeah, math! If you do that wrong, that room fills with toxic gas and you die. I don't know how you'd manage to do that wrong, though. So, going back down to the basement, we're going to go back down into the aqua ring. We're going to pour that on the roots, which was actually that unlocked room that we didn't go into. And that way, we actually don't have to fight the plant. Takes a little bit longer. You gotta do a few little funky things, but you know what? It's better than having to fight a giant, monstrous zombie plant. At least in my opinion. I think it's actually one of the things that I love about this particular game is specifically in Jill's run-through of it. Chris is technically considered like hard version, even though you can choose your difficulty. Chris is considered hard for a whole bunch of different things. If you start off the game, you should probably start with Jill. But there's a lot of things that you can actually do in the game as Jill to avoid fights, which I kind of actually like that about this survival horror thing. I like that kind of sneaky. I like that in all video games. Kind of sneaky, getting around things, not having to force yourself to fight. Needless to say, I really enjoy stealth games. So unfortunately, we have this kind of roundabout way to get back up because that pit is no longer filled with water. We don't have our easy bridge, so we have to take the back way. But also, the water is all drained, so we don't have to worry about sharks attacking us. So, and the shark's just kind of laying there, flip-flop. Alright, so we can see the tentacles. If you get any closer, they will attack you, but thankfully you can use the V-Jolt from here. And that'll cause the roots to kind of pull up. Probably don't need the bottles anymore. Throw them away? Yes. Now, oddly enough, that was actually something they added in. I comment every time they say it when you don't need a key anymore and they ask you if you need to discard it. In the original version of this game, you collected those 4 bottles and you were stuck with them. And you had to go back and put them back out of your inventory and just hide them in your item box till the end of the game and be like, oh, well, I don't need these 4 bottles anymore. So it's actually kind of nice that once you kill the plant, they're just like, hey, you actually don't need these anymore. Let's just take them away from you. Oh, Jill, move faster. So it's not as bad as running around the mansion, but taking this little like side quest, like I said, is a little more tedious and time consuming. So another thing that makes me curious about speedrunners on this game is whether they actually decide to do the V-Jolt and kill the plant or actually fight the plant. I have a feeling I'm going to end up watching a whole bunch of speedruns of this game after I'm done. There's achievements. There's achievements for finishing the game within 3 hours and finishing the game within 5 hours. And I think the fastest I've actually managed to do it was 7, maybe 8, somewhere between 7 and 8 hours. Crap. I just forgot. We actually need to go back to the item box because I didn't keep the red book. I need the red book. At least that way we can actually put away the magnum bullets and grenade rounds that I managed to pick up as well. Where is my grenade launcher? Oh, it's sitting there. Okay. Magnum bullets. I don't actually have a section for magnum bullets. Well, you know what? There's no reason to have that sitting there, so we'll take that with us. And we got the red book. Doo-doo-doo. Climbing over boxes. That. Go ahead. Get through here. At least those zombie bees are gone. They're just annoying. They're totally not worth attacking either. Okay, so space between catches your attention. So let's put the red book in there. Oh look, there's supposed to be a picture. Reorder the books, yes. Switch. Yes. Switch. Switch. I mix those up. There you go. There we go. Picture of a naked lady. Alright. Who thought that was a good idea? We'll just put a naked lady along the spines of our books. Get the whole collection of our books. Make a nice nude picture. Okay, so we see the plant is shriveling up now that we poisoned its roots. This great big ball. Ah, oh, crap. No. Bad plant.
What the
Where
hell
the hell did he get a flamethrower?
Jill!
This clearly was not something that he had just carrying around with him. How did he not burn himself during that? Oh, Barry.
I thought it was finished.
Yeah.
This guy saves your ass a
That
lot.
was close. Thanks again.
Don't mention it. But what was that? What the hell's going on in this place?
So, like, 10 minutes ago, he decided he was just gonna go for a walk and hope to take out some monsters, and now he's confused about the monsters again. Barry's not very consistent, is he? Hey look, we have a helmet key, which means we get to go back to the mansion. Yay! There's like 3 or 4 doors that we have not unlocked in the main Spencer mansion. We're just gonna leave Barry there. Like, whatever. Thanks for saving us from the giant killer plant. But it's all good. Let's go. Wesker!
Jill, so you're safe.
That's what I was going to say.
I apologize. It was all I could do to protect myself against those strange creatures.
It's really sad that this is actually improved dialogue from the first game.
Barry, you sounded a little flaky.
Now that you mention it, yeah. I'll keep a close eye.
Maybe it's quite natural in these circumstances. It's not really our standard operation. Jill, our first priority is to get out of here.
Unlike Wesker the robot.
There are still rooms in that mansion we can't get into because they're locked up. I'm looking for ways to...
Okay, if there's anything, I'll go back to the other mansion.
I'm counting on you.
Bees. He was shooting bees. Seriously? Damn it, Wesker. You're supposed to be the smart one. It's really weird playing these games again after, like, you just don't have that element of surprise anymore of that, like, Wesker is the big bad. And I'm sure that's not a spoiler alert for anyone that's paid any sort of attention to Resident Evil. I mean, this game is going on 20 years old. The remake, not as much, but the original is going on 20 years old, so I don't think I really need to throw that out there as a spoiler alert. So actually what I'm doing in here is I'm picking up the assault shotgun because we're gonna need it going back into the mansion. So we're gonna equip that now. And we get to leave the residence. We are actually completely done with the residence now. And we are going to stop this here. Next time, we're going to go back to the mansion. I'll get to show you guys why I picked up the shotgun. And we'll actually open up those last few rooms.